Today I wanted to talk about something that is the basic building block of success for anything you do. Building a Pokemon business, but more importantly, anything that you do. The thing that I want to talk about is building consistency. See, the first 15 to 45 days is a hurdle. It's hard, it takes effort, but eventually you'll program yourself to do it manually. You know, the people who are doing it at a successful level, they had to do it. They had to push themselves where they did it intentionally or unintentionally. It's just something that they love. But consistency is the most crucial thing to success in anything that you do. See, for someone like me, I'm an introvert, and gathering information and absorbing information is something that comes to me naturally, something that I do naturally. But putting out information and creating content and doing this thing and trying to build a business is, sometimes a little bit more difficult for me. So just a little bit about myself. I actually, was one of those people that you couldn't even talk to me. We could be with a group of friends and you talk to my friends and you know my friends, and I still won't say a word to you. And that's just the way that I was. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but me as a person, that's not the type of person I wanted to become. So I made a decision, and I actually started working at a call center, forced myself to talk to people, taking hundreds of calls a day, 100 to 200 calls a day. And I built myself up, and then my throat used to hurt every single day for a few months, and I did that for a while, and then I built myself up, and over time I became more and more capable of talking to people. With that being said, coming back to consistency is a skill that's built over time, and it's not going to happen from today to tomorrow. You're not going to just start doing something, find success. This is why a lot of people don't move forward with what they're doing, because there's change, there's an adjustment period, and those first 15 to 45 days is a wall. It's a wall. You got to climb that wall, and it takes effort, but the effort's worth it. It's worthwhile. And with that, I want to go into some of the things that I'm doing to build my consistency, little by little. People think that you have to do something big and drastic for change. No, it's little things over a long period of time is where you actually create change, and that is what the skill of building habits actually is. It's not forcing yourself to change your habits when you're not designed that way. And that goes into my first actual recommendation for building habits is start small. Do something small every single day, and then build layers over time. You have to have a foundation. Number 2 is consistency thrives on routine. So make it a routine, a time and a place. Set a schedule, write it down. Make your changes. As you're making your changes, designate a specific spot, a specific location where you're going to do this one thing. If you want to start meditating, start working out, start making content, start building a business, you have to give yourself a place, a space where you build that energy up. Number 3 is make it non-negotiable. Do not give yourself a choice for an out. Make it so that you do it no matter what, no matter how you're feeling, no matter how difficult it may be. It doesn't matter how far you go in the session. We go through seasons, and today it might be easier than yesterday. Yesterday you might have had a very difficult time, but if you try today, you might go a little bit further. You never know, but eventually, over time, you will start to build that consistency. Track your progress. So I do have a whiteboard. I'm actually in my office right now, but I have a whiteboard and a calendar at home. And these are two tools that I use because you physically can see your progression. You can see how far you've gotten today, where you were at yesterday, where you were at a year ago. As long as you have something visually that you can see, that makes it easier to celebrate your wins. For the next step, this is something that I learned from manifestation, is own it. Make it a part of your identity. Don't say, hey, I want to upload YouTube videos every day. Say, I am uploading YouTube videos every day, the brain starts to believe it over a long period of time. Understand that nobody's perfect. And this is something that a lot of people do when they start something. You start fast and you want to go 3 days, you want to go 7 days without eating. And on day 3 you're starving and you eat. And then for the rest of the week, for the rest of the 7 days, you continue eating. No, stay on track, right? You said 7 days, you didn't make it 7 days. You learn and understand that you need to work on yourself a little bit more, but then continue the track. That doesn't mean go start eating, galore. Just because you failed doesn't mean that you don't get nothing from it. You build yourself up and continue. You realize it's tough, and that's the reason why you're doing it. You're challenging yourself. You're trying to bring change. And if you're not trying to do something that's worthwhile, it's going to be easy. You won't be able to do it. Or something that I like to do as well. I'm going a little rant, but is I like to do things that I know I can't do because I know I built myself up to it. Because if I am able to do it, then it's too easy. And then guess what? Let's say I try to do 10 push-ups. I can't do 10 push-ups. I'll go and I'll do 8 push-ups. But let's say I do 10 push-ups easy. The next day I come back and try to do 12. And you gotta set a bar high enough so that you challenge yourself, but you can't make it too hard where you lose interest. And the last thing that might not be so easy for everybody, and I struggle with a little bit, is accountability. Having an accountability partner, having someone there telling you who you tell your goals to, who you give updates to, but then they come back to you and tell you, hey, you're lacking, you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You said you were going to do this, so why aren't you doing it? And it's hard to find that person, A lot of us are close to the people in our lives. Maybe you got to go somewhere else to find somebody for that. But this is me looking for accountability. I'm building my YouTube channel. I'm building my business, and I'm doing what I can. I'm not here for a short run, no little quick gains. I plan to keep my job for a little while, and I'm here for the long run. Again, this is Collect This Million from Collect This Nation. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you did gain any value from this video, please drop a like, subscribe. See you next time.